somebody up here at the top. I just seen an enemy trying to steal Baron, but didn't look like it worked for him. That Caitlyn trap showed that Alistar, which really stopped Alistar from being able to steal that Baron.
Yep, I think that was really, really good timing on that Baron kill. If they had waited for the entire team to be there before it started, they would have been taken advantage of by Team STD.
Really nice wall, but Alistar quickly just flashing over it, but getting caught by that fiddle here. I think Alistar's going to go down here. With the headbutt knockup, he gets away.
Yep, he was ulted, so he was taking virtually 0 damage from Fiddle. But it seems to not matter, as everybody else on the team is going to be killed there.
Yeah, that's a 4 for 0.
Yep, and you know, not being under your tower at all times during that fight, it'll cost you when the enemy has Baron. Usually having a tower...
Interesting Caitlyn build here. I really don't see a whole lot of Caitlyn's go Black Cleaver, because that's it's actually not that great of an item because there's so many better armor pen items such as Last Whisper. Well, personally, I would have probably went for like a Phantom Dancer and maybe an Infinity Edge, but it seems like it's paying off for him.
Well, looking at the Team STD's item build here, not seeing a whole lot of armor. So Last Whisper, it does provide 40% reduction, however 40% of virtually nothing is a lot less effective than Black Cleaver. As Black Cleaver does offer, is it armor penetration or is it armor reduction?
Armor reduction, I believe it's 15 per hit, I think, at
yeah.
I think it's stacked like 3 times, or so 4 times, something like that, so up to like 45 or 60 armor reduction, which in this case you are correct, it is better.
Especially since armor reduction as opposed to armor penetration, armor reduction can put your enemies below 0. And if you're looking at someone like Sona who doesn't have a whole lot of armor to begin with, she'll start taking extra damage on top. And that's a benefit you can't get out of Last Whisper.
I'm really liking the fact that Caitlyn got a Cloak and Dagger. You really don't see that Tenacity item very often. Personally, I use it a lot with my DPS. You know, I get my main DPS item first, you know, rush it with my farming, and then go right into a Cloak and Dagger.
I'm actually going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that Cloak and Dagger was a mistake because Tenacity will not reduce durations of suppresses. Really all she has to cope with there aside from the Sona ult.
Are you sure it doesn't?
I'm sure someone will be more than happy to correct me, but I'm going to go with 80% sure on that.
Oh, I honestly thought it did. I mean, it is a. It says that it Tenacity reduces immobilizers, and that's all suppression is an immobilizer.
Okay. I thought suppression worked differently.
I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm just going off of my understanding, of course. The Fiddle's all onto the towers. That might have been a waste.
Yeah, but he's aggressive. He's having fun. Look at him dance. Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Fiddle is one of the most herky-jerky champions I've ever seen move. Defensive ult by
Him that Hourglass is very textbook of him.
Yep.
The focus of this team fight was Rar Panda, but it seems like he's going to get out of it. I've never really seen an Irelia get a Sunfire Cape, which is interesting to me, but I'm not complaining, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, Irelia is the dedicated...
has some bad positioning here.
Tank.
Trying to take down Irelia, but it's really hard to take down that hero when his third skill can just stun you, and then he can just life steal you to death.
Yep.
Really good headbutt knockup by Alistar there, almost pulling Rar Panda and Virus out of this fight.
Yep, the Virus throwing down that wall, though, kept all the enemy team off of his teammates back long enough to bring Alistar down, though. So that was a very crucial wall.
With having one of their Nexus turrets down, I might be wrong, but I'm gonna have to say this game might go to Team Topline here.
I would believe so. Three inhibitors and a Nexus turret gone. Even the minion waves fending them off will really be a bear.
Seeing the misfortune, I'll have cancel it relatively quickly by Rar Panda. The double suppression on Rar Panda, and he still walks away from it.
That is
He is
amazing.
definitely better Irelia than I am.
Well, with Irelia, all you really need is that Trinity Force, and then you can build straight tank. It is the very definition of tanky DPS there. And we're seeing this Nexus take a lot of damage here despite Team STD's
that's game.
best efforts. And we're going to see Team Topline move into the finals to face off against the Madmen of Zaun.